Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIK WM France Deck G456 game with Intel, Fiscused, and 9K. So this opening pack's not too impressive. Best card is Animal Husbandry Worker. Prudent Merchant's okay. Always fun to first pick something like Animal Husbandry Worker and build around it because it can really be degenerate, but Animal Husbandry Worker is definitely the pick here. Okay, following up Animal Husbandry Worker. Reeve is a pretty solid card. You play this and then you play Animal Husbandry Worker and you can fence a decent amount pretty early. Mayor Candidate's okay. Elder Daughter is okay. My opening pack was not great, so I'm not that high on Reeve here. Commercial Baker's good. I think I'm going to take Reeve here anyways. The Commercial Baker Animal Husbandry Worker really do not go together at all. Yeah. Take Reeve here. Okay, Workaholic's a great follow-up here. Workaholic's fantastic. So Reeve Animal Husbandry Worker generates the wood to hold the sheep, and then I can get the sheep, use the sheep to get the wood for my wood room. So Workaholic's a fantastic pick here. Master Fencer also very good with Animal Husbandry Worker because you trigger the 2 wood clause every time. Save yourself a bunch of wood on fencing. Yeah, so I can't do Eris with what I'm planning. Seeing Resource Gatherer is a bit scary with the Master Fencer. Don't dislike House Steward here. Like with Workaholic, usually you get lots of resources, so I could try something like that, especially if there's going to be a Stonehouse player. 24601 is also a good card. Especially if I'm going to grow a bunch. I think I'm going to take House Steward here. House Steward, some combination of House Steward, Reeve, Animal Husbandry Worker. I could do a lot of fences really early, and then yeah, use Workaholic as I said. Yes, that was very generous of you. Thank you. So Fence Builder is not good here. Because of course with Animal Husbandry Worker I need Defense 15. I don't really want Land Surveyor. I don't want Stable Master. So I think I'm taking Wheat Farmer or Street Musician. I'm not too impressed with either pick here. Street Musician at the very least pushes me towards Reeve points and maybe gets me my 1 grain action. But both are pretty weak picks here. Hey, Catchy Slim, welcome. Oh, YouTube chat is pointing out that I can't. I screwed up that Faunamancer game. I was using both the. I was using the animals for Faunamancer and Master Tanner at the same time. So that was illegal. I was not allowed to do that. Darn. So yeah, that was I cheated for that win. Oh, that sucks. It probably cost me at least one action. Yeah, I got a bunch of points out of the Master Tanner. I got like 3 points, right? So I think 2 boar and 3 cattle, 3 or 4 cattle. Maybe even 5 points. It might have been 4 boar. Yeah, and Master Tanner is pretty clear. You put the animal on the Master Tanner, and Faunomancer, you put the animal on Faunomancer. And I was doing both at the same time, so that's obviously illegal. Darn. Did not think about that. I don't think I want Sculptor's Son here. I think this is Elder's Daughter. I think this is the hand that just takes every four resource thing it can get, because this is a hand that wants to fence 15 early and then also win House Steward. Um, this is a pretty easy pig breeder with Workaholic. Pig breeder's a great pickup here. If I had a better source of grain, Baker could be okay, but with early animals as my plan, I'm definitely taking pig breeder here. Pig breeder's at least two resources and probably 3 stone. So all right. Well, Plowman's lunch. Plowman's lunch, yeah, as a follow up to Baker, it's good, but it would have taken so much work to get online. Artist Garden is good. I don't. Yeah, Stone Card is probably a solid pick here, but Moor Pond is just incredibly good. Yeah, Moor Pond is, I think, really good here. Yeah, Duff is good. Like my cabbage is good here, but since I passed, considering I'm planning to take the wood early and not take like stone, yeah, it's easy. More pond here. Yeah, Artist Garden is really good, but I'm not really planning to sow for a long time. So I hope you guys are doing well this evening. We've got some new emotes to enjoy, so um, all right. 9K seems to be careful about their picks. Taking a little bit of time. Okay. Um, so half-timbered house or stone house extension both look good here. Stone house extension I like with house steward here. So the question is sort of how many rooms do I think I'm building, and the other question is how afraid am I of the stone house player? I should maybe be afraid of the Stonehouse player. So maybe I have to take Stonehouse Extension Wheel Hay Rake here. Or more likely, probably Wheel Clay Exchange, maybe. Yeah. The problem with Stonehouse Extension and Half Timbered House both makes it a lot more difficult for me to win the Elder's Daughter points. But I don't necessarily have to. Yeah, with Workaholic, the Stonehouse Extension's okay. Yeah, I'm going to take Stonehouse Extension here over Half Timbered House. With House Steward, I think Stonehouse Extension's the pick. Okay. As a follow-up, Cloister following up Stonehouse Extension looks good. Um, Lorelei's a bit awkward. Like it does something similar to Street Musician, but a lot better. A lot better. I think this is a pretty easy Cloister. This is a quite easy Cloister. So I hope sheep flips relatively early. So I think my stage one is looking something like Reeve, House Steward, Animal Husbandry Worker. That 3 Occs stage one. Maybe try to fit Street Musician in there. That I also kind of want to play Elder's Daughter for the clay. Like I think Elder's Daughter is the least important of the cards. It's okay. Like maybe if it's my one clay action, sure, but it's gonna be tough for me to have the food to do that. It's probably better just to use Elder's Daughter for 2 clay later. And obviously, Workaholic has to come out too. Oh man, I'm listening. My friends are having a stream, and oh my god, I'm so glad I'm listening in. Sorry, it's distracting me a little bit. Montu and his power numbers. That's right. Yeah. Uh, Brushwood Roof's not bad here. Skipping out on needing to take read. Bonfire, nah. Woodsaw, nah. I like Festival Hall here a lot, actually. If I can get 2 grain out of Street Musician, Festival Hall is actually fantastic. I think Village School is really good, and normally in this situation, I'd value Village School very highly. The problem with it here is having Reeve. So I could throw out Reeve and Street Musician and take Village School. That might be a good option. But I think Festival Hall is good enough here that if Festival Hall is good, if I can turn grain into stone this game, it's going to be really good. Um, so okay, all my miners are pretty expensive here. So cherry orchard being free is appealing, but stone card is actually excellent here. With stonehouse extension cloister, I need tons of stone. So stone card turning 2 wood into 4 stone will be good. The only issue with this hand is that I can get stuck in last and have a really bad time. I can have a really bad time if I'm stuck in last. Wow, half timbered house wheeled. All right. It's like there's basically no way I play half timbered house and cloister and stonehouse extension, but this might be a game where we try to make the impossible possible. I do have a ton of food. I do have a ton of food here. Or sorry, not a ton of food, a ton of resources in my hand. It might be tough to have enough food to do what I want and accumulate the workaholic stuff at the same time. Like this draft's kind of pulling me in 3 different directions: big house, lots of animals, and crops. And the animals support the crops, and the honestly, or sorry, the animals support the big house, but the crops do too. Like Festival Hall into Stone is gonna be really good this game. I'll grab White Kingdom here. If I'm trying to satisfy Workaholic, then I can maybe also play White Kingdom. This could be, if things go right for this hand, this could be a really disgusting game. The issue for this hand is getting into the family growth queue and feeding at the same time. That's going to be the issue. Is when do I get into the family growth queue? Because if I fall too far behind, then like I need a ton of actions here. All right, I start third. So expensive Occ here is fine. Expensive Occ here is fine. Oh, I should say good luck, have fun. So I do want wood as well, but I'm gonna start here, and I'm actually gonna play. I'll play House Steward now. Sure. They're having a pull-up competition, so it's pretty great. This is pretty great. This is pretty great. I couldn't say no to this game though. I had to get in this game because I missed. Like I was kind of waiting like an hour and a half for a game. Unfortunately, that's the downside of playing in the evenings. If I could get 2 wood here, that'd be great. I have a feeling the mayor candidate's probably taking 2 wood, but if he could take 2 clay, that would be nice. Hmm. So I have Elder's Daughter. The 2 clay sets me up for the first fireplace, which is definitely something I want. But I feel like the 2 clay maybe is a wasted action. Maybe this should have been Elder's Daughter. Like, the problem is if I can find time to play Elder's Daughter, that obviously would be a better play. But all right, so I'm still third. So Fiscus did the 3 wood into day labor thing until it gets 2 reedstone foods in the first 2 rounds. So 2. I don't think I want to take 2 reed here. Sheep haven't flipped yet, so sheep not flipping yet is a bit sad. So this seems like it's probably street musician here, almost. Yeah, I think this might be street musician. Because second action, 2 food, fishing looks okay here. So 9K playing Engineering Apprentice, definitely competing with me for animals. So I might have to think about something like first action. I could actually play Stonecart here. I could Stonecart here. The problem with start player Stonecart is then I really have to hit 3 food fishing. Because even if I cheap Occ, like 3 food fishing basically is mandatory. I think the Stonecart can just come out a bit later. That's fine. Nine K sitting. Okay. Nine K's having connection issues, it seems. Oh. Oh. I can hear one of them put my stream on. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to mute the call. Yeah, this is an easy... I think this is 2 food here. It's not a great 2 food, but... Hello? So, yeah, so cheap Occ here. I think this is cheap Occ. The thing is, I want that fireplace, so I don't know how I get the fireplace here. I think what would be pretty good if I could first action Reeve, second action start player Moor Pond after Traveling Players has been taken. I think that would be a pretty good sequence here. What's 9K doing? Playing cheap Occ here. I think I could still do it. I think start player to get the sheep start player to get the fireplace and then get the sheep, I think, is reasonable here. I need a bunch of food. Yes, I do. It's like 1 cent, though. Um, hmm. So 9K, probably gonna prudent the well. Prudent merchant would have been quite good for my hand with half timbered house. Okay, I gotta get off this call because I can hear the echo. Enough of those guys. It's very, very distracting. Um, yeah. Best case scenario here, 3 food traveling players gets taken. I think 9K kind of has to. If 9K doesn't grab the fireplace here, yeah, beautiful. Alright, so now I can start player more pond. And, whoops, get a field, so on to it. And I have a sown grain field in stage 1, which is incredible. More pond is nuts. So yeah, so then I 2 clay fireplace into the sheep. Well, this is going okay. So I have to decide. The only issue with this line is I can only play one of my Occs in round 5. And I might have to spend my grain for the Occ depending on what space I get. Because I want to play Animal Husbandry Worker at full value, so probably I'm playing Animal Husbandry Worker and fencing, spending all my wood. Is that right to spend all my wood? Maybe not quite all my wood. Maybe I just fence 6. The thing is, I probably want to fence enough that I can get all my workaholic stuff, so I have to fence enough that I can get 9 animals. So the question is, how do I fence enough to get 9 animals? And to do that, I'm probably trying to fence 9. So Animal Husbandry Worker gives me 4 wood, and then I'm going to have to spend another 5. It does leave me a couple wood. Yeah, that would be okay, because then it leaves me 3 wood for Festival Hall, Stone Cart, some combination of those things. Fiscus played Alms. Fiscus' first action start player here is unusual. Yeah, the trouble with this line is the Engineering Apprentice is definitely threatening my sheep, so that I'm not so happy about. But I have the grain. The fact that I have the grain field sown already is great for my festival hall. It means I should get a pretty good festival hall. I can think about building like the clay oven or something. Animal Tamer's Apprentice. So that's what's going on here. The problem is how's Fiscus going to eat the incoming sheep? He has no way to hold them. But yeah, Animal Tamer's Apprentice wheeling would have been awesome. If I could have had that instead of House Steward, would have been so good. Because that would actually get me the resources for my clay reno or clay and stone rooms, depending on which I wanted to do. Yeah, see, cause the problem with building in 3 is that then Intel builds a room here, so Fiscus can't even take 6 wood in round 5. So, yeah, I don't love this line for Intel. Looks like I might get 3 read in round 5, which would be fantastic. Hey, Zeke. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Awesome. Zeke, thank you so much for your support. And Congratulations on family growthing. Thank you so much, Zeke. That's awesome. Brand new subscriber. Um, yeah, 9K still seeming to have connection issues, which does not bode well for this game completing, which is sad. But yeah, 9K, what's 9K doing here? 9K could take the 2 read. 9K could build the joinery here, although joinery with Mare Candidate is awful. Might just take the 3 wood. Could take the 2 read. Takes the 4 clay. Okay, sure. Yeah, the fact that sheep came late and there are 2 other players who are already interested in taking my animals is quite annoying. Because Fiscus wants to get 1 extra clay somehow and build a fireplace or hearth. Or play a miner that lets them eat animals. Yeah, so this is the problem with building in 3. Is that Fiscus now has to start player handing Intel 6 wood. Which is quite good for Intel, quite bad for Fiscus. Maybe even chooses not to defend start player. Which is, you know what, it's probably correct. Hard to say. Depends on if Intel is really going after. Like, if Fiscus passed maybe like a well. Yeah, okay, he does take the 6 wood. So if Fiscus passed like a well combo card that he thinks Intel has, then Intel really has to build the well here. Can't allow 9K to do it. That would not be good. Intel's going to take the clay. Yeah, so these guys kind of have a handshake agreement not to fight over start player here. Not handshake agreement, but they're not doing it. So, I think I have to first move cheap Occ, just because expensive Occ would be really annoying to have to do. Eating the grain here would be really bad. So, animal husbandry worker, I think. Reedstone food would be okay, because then that plus Elder's Daughter would get me the clay oven, which would be good. Building the clay oven would be nice. But I think animal husbandry worker here is correct. 9K's going to first action build the stone oven. Wow. So does 9K have all the stonehouse cards? Resource gatherer and what was the other one? Master fencer? And it's not even on Reno. What? Oh, commercial baker was in the draft. I do need to think about that a bit. Commercial baker was in the draft. Alright, so I think I want to leave myself 3 wood here so I can spend 9. Maybe I go 10. I don't want to have to take wood again for a while. Yeah, I think this is right. Fence 9, save 4. Yeah, because I have enough wood now for a stone cart and festival hall. Second action 3 read would be perfect. Workaholic is seeming like it's going to be... It might not be very good here. Fisk is going to fence so that he can actually hold the incoming sheep. So that answers that question. So we'll see if Intel tries to go for the first growth here. Oh, Intel had OMS as well. Wow. I didn't even pick up on that. That Fiscus was passing another player who could play OMS. That almost never happens. Yeah. Intel's in a good spot. I wonder what 9K is doing. The fact that he built the stone oven is so weird. Like, if he has commercial baker, he didn't play it. Like, he chose to play Merit Candidate Engineering Apprentice first. He could have played commercial baker first stock, then engineering apprentice, then Merit Candidate. 9K takes the read. Okay, so I need a ton of read here. Not getting the 3 read is pretty sad. I do need a ton of read. Yeah, this is probably just read stone food, and then I'll first action for food fishing next round. Most likely. And then my next round is something like 4 food fishing workaholic. The problem with that is if I'm not taking the sheep here, then I might not get them. But Fiscus still can't eat the Animal Tamer's Apprentice sheep. And he's getting at least 2 more. So I think I can let the sheep go to 3 and pick them up in 7. The question is sort of, is 9K going after them? But the fact that 9K built the stone oven here, I think, means I'm safe. And Intel... First move, occupation, gardener's wife here. Not protecting family growth for round 7. So seeing family growth flip in 7 makes a pretty big difference here. It means that probably 4 rooms is good enough to win the house steward bonus, probably. And it just means that I won't have time to do everything that I'm trying to this game. Most likely, at least. Okay, that's taken. So should I workaholic here? I guess the thing about taking the sheep is I can't actually hold them. So if I 4 food fish here, is 4 food fishing here good? Maybe that action's supposed to be Elder's Daughter or 4 clay to build the clay oven. I can second action. I could still second action workaholic. Yeah, I could still second action workaholic. Take 3 sheep and eat one of them, keep the other, and then breed it back. Yeah, that would be fine. Or eat a raw grain if I have to. Or, yeah, I mean, I probably get a grain from traveling players next round, right? So that makes a difference. And then my round 7 is what? Workaholic, or sorry, 3 sheep plus 2 reed? Or 3 sheep plus reedstone food. There's some good wood actions going around. Maybe it's 3 sheep and a wood action. Maybe start player stone cart to get 3 reed and 8. I don't know. Not sure. The fact that family growth is flipping in 7 is quite bad for what I had planned. It means I have to throw out probably one of my potential plans at least. It means I probably should... I mean, it means 6 Occs might do it for the Reeve, considering I have 4 outplayed already, so maybe I just don't play Elder's Daughter. But not getting the 4 clay going to Fiscus here. Fiscus is clearly going to be building a cooking hearth. Yeah, Fiscus is going to be building a cooking hearth here to eat the Animal Tamer's Apprentice sheep. 9K is a wild card here. I'm really not sure what 9K is doing. It seems like Intel's deciding on whether or not to build the well, and then 9K might reno well if Intel does not. That's my guess, at least. Unless 9K has the Stonehouse cards, which he might. Sundial here for Intel. Good card. With Gardener's Wife especially. Gets to sow his vegetable. So he's also going to want a cooking hearth. So yeah, seems like... I mean, I don't know for sure 9K is going for a cooking hearth, but it seems likely. So it seems like all of us want cooking improvements this game. Which makes me feel better about the grain field getting sown, and also how good Street Musician looks like it might be. Relatively food-tight game. Yeah. Oh, so Intel start player. So 9K has to start player to protect family growth in 8. So that means I could get 6 wood passed to me. There it is. If my new subscriber friend is around, he should put the well in chat right now. Now's the time. Now is the time. I think he's gone. They can only meme watch me for so long before it gets boring. Yeah, I think Workaholic's the play here. Kind of sucks to not be taking Reed, but I might be able to take Reed next round, so. Just gonna put a marker on Workaholic, honestly. I don't really feel like I need to... When Fritz Deck first came out, you had to be really careful about making sure that you were up front with the Workaholic, but it's like, this card's been out for 7 years. I don't really feel like I need to do that anymore. So Beanhole for the Gardener's Wife. So getting a vegetable sown here is nice. So yeah, let's see if 9K start players or goes after the 6 wood. Goes after the wood. All right, definitely grabbing the 6 wood as well. If I think the sheep are unthreatened, I can start player Stone Cart here to get the reed in the sheep next round. I do need to get on the build room space. So probably I don't have time to start player Stone Cart. Probably this just needs to be 3 reed, and then my round 8 is 3 reed build. And if I do that, I should be able to grow. When am I growing if I do that? If I build in 9, I should be able to grow in 10 if I build in 9, because nobody else is getting back to the build room space. Unless we have something like, could be something like Farm Steward or something for sure. There are good occupations in this draft, so don't know for sure what it is. Getting the 6 wood makes my Workaholic some amount worse. I mean, it means that I probably should try to double build. That's probably what it means here, is that I should try to double build. Because then if I double build and Stonehouse extension, that's 5 rooms. That's a really good cloister and half-timbered house. It's probably good enough. $9K is going to grab traveling players, so I get a grain here. Yeah, so I think I have to take the 3 sheep here. I think the 3 sheep is kind of mandatory. And then I'm going to eat a raw grain here. 3 food and a raw grain. Three food, grain, feed 4. Fiscus will start player to get family growth next round. Makes sense. So, yeah, everybody's feeding is kind of terrible. 9K's... Yeah, the fact that 9K built the stone oven and didn't bake. Don't love that. So, Elder's Daughter to build the clay oven is an option. Play Elder's Daughter. But the thing is, I also want the clay for Festival Hall. So taking less than 3 is not bad. Me with the two people strategy, no family growth. Don't worry, I'm gonna family growth. So basically, I'm setting up a very strong late game, and I'm gonna have a massive house. So I'm planning to family growth, Tony. My workaholic represents potentially 5 wood, 4 clay, 3 stone. Well, I'm gonna first move 3 reed here. If I don't get the 3 reed, then I'm I'm kind of boned. But definitely gonna first move 3 reed. And then my other action could be occupation pig breeder. Playing pig breeder would get me the workaholic wood, which would mean I have 14 wood, which is enough to double build. Double build looks pretty good here. Now, I could get jumped if Intel takes Reedstone food and then builds, or just first move builds next round. Could get jumped. But I think it's worth going for the setup here. Yeah, it seems clear to me that 9K has a the Stonehouse combo probably. Probably picked up the Master Fencer and Resource Gatherer combo. I wonder if it's worth building here just to force 9K to first action family growth. Is that worth anything to me? Probably not. 2 players in clay already is interesting. That's not common at all. And the majors are flying off the board. So Elder's Daughter, if I can avoid playing Elder's Daughter, I'd be quite happy. Because I'm definitely not winning the points. So if I can avoid playing Elder's Daughter, that would be good. Intel building a cooking hearth on top of the bean hole. So yeah, the pressure on animals and on cooking is really high. Really high. The other line I could go for is something like plow and sow to set up Festival Hall. It seems like I'm probably not setting up Festival Hall until, like, I maybe play it in round 12 or 13. Like, it's going to be a very late game card. Wonder how hungry the game is if I take 1 sheep here. That's the other thing to think about. If I take 1 sheep, do I like really starve the other players? Iron plow. Weird. So it's not a Stonehouse strategy? I don't know. 9K iron plow here is so weird to me. I don't know. So if actually the fact that Intel ran out is really good for me. Actually, means when I double build, I have like almost guaranteed growth in 10 and 11, unless they have like the very specific card like Farm Steward or something. All right, so knowing that, again, I don't want to take 3 clay. I think this is I think this is occupation pig breeder here, and I eat a raw grain again. Eating the raw grain is not great, but this gets me the workaholic wood. So 8 a grain to pay, get the workaholic wood. Yeah. All right, that's good because I don't really need the clay from the workaholic for a bit. If I could get the clay, that'd be great. Oh, Intel's got Farm Steward. Okay. All right. That's very bad for me. Intel having Farm Steward is really bad for me. Means I have to start player, hope Intel doesn't stable block. Yeah, there's no way Intel does not stable block. So then my next round is what? What's my next round? I guess I could try to starve Intel. I mean, Intel really does not want to have to eat their last vegetable here. I guess they're maybe fine with it. Yeah, maybe he's fine with it. I don't know. So 9K has to first move family growth. If they do and I take the 2 sheep, how's 9K feeding? 9K gets the 3rd food from the well. Plays Dovecote here. Oh, 9K never picked up their well food. So 9K has 4 food in this round, going into this round. Plays Dovecote. Alright. Dovecote plus the well, that's some food. In this game, two or 3 food per round is pretty good, because people are not growing that quickly. And food is very tight. 6 wood, eh? 6 wood is really good. I think I have to pass on the 6 wood, though, which really blows. Alright, I'm going to force Intel to stable block here. I'm going to start player Stone Cart. Stone Cart is still playable, I think. Not just playable, I think it's still actively very good. I think there is a lot of wood injected into this game, even with my double build. There's a lot of extra wood. 2 for wood occupations and workaholic. It's a lot of extra wood. So let's force Intel to stable block me. And if he does, he's not taking the 2 sheep. He's going to play friendly worker. Okay. So he's actually going to grow. Intel's actually going to grow this round, which means I don't even have to build here. It means my second action could be anything. Like, it could be 2 sheep. If the 2 sheep or 1 boar even. Because the 1 boar is like taking 2 boar here, because it lets my boar breed. Yeah, taking the 2 boar would be pretty good. Or the 1 boar, which is 2 boar. The alternative is taking the 2 sheep. Taking the 2 sheep gets me the clay for my from my workaholic, because I would have 7 animals. Oh, if 9K blocks day labor. Wait, 9K says he needs day labor? What? Why do you need day labor? Does he have a combo piece on day labor? This is a weird game. Very weird game. Yeah, it's fishing 3 food. Intel's right. Yeah, I don't know why you would day labor there. Yeah, I don't know why you would day labor over fish here. Yeah, I guess 2 boar are better than 2 sheep. Even though taking the boar starves the game a bit more, but I don't need the clay. Like, I can't play Festival Hall anyways. So I'll just first action build and then grow in 10 and 11. Eat 2 sheep. Breed. Breed. Harvest my last grain. So I'll probably get 1 more grain out of Street Musician. I like my Reeve lead. Massive Reeve lead in a round 7 family growth game means it's pretty unlikely that anybody gets to 7. And if they're looking close and whatever, I play Elder's Daughter for 3 points. Although it's depending on who it is, Elder's Daughter might be a 0-point action for me, because it would be 3 points for the Reeve, but it would give up 3 points to someone else. So it would depend on the game state. I'd have to know who I'm winning against and who I'm losing against. Fiscus has an interesting setup here. Has had a couple 6 wood actions, so that's good. Intel growing to 4 here is great. The 4th action is going to be really great for Intel. His feeding is a little ugly. Like, having to eat the raw grain, having to eat a grain here is annoying. The fact that he's not getting the second thing out of his sundial is annoying. Oh, he plays dual field, so he does actually get to sow a vegetable here. Okay, so yeah, Intel's winning then. Intel's winning. That's quite nice. Getting to sow the vegetable onto the dual field here is great. So yeah, I have to build grow, which means I can't take animals or clay. I think I'm hoping to get 6 clay in 11. I think I have to hope that I get that. If I don't get the clay, then I guess I just don't play Festival Hall, Because I can pick up clay from my workaholic. Hmm. 3 sheep there are interesting. But yeah, this action is forced. It has to be double build here. This has to be double build here. Thanks, Tony. Tony with the Prime sub. 2 months on a 2-month streak. Awesome. Tony, thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. Ton of fun. I loved being on that call. That was so much fun. It was really great. And thank you so much. Thanks for the support. And congratulations on family growthing. Hope we can play some more soon. And good luck with your adventure this weekend. Good luck. Yeah. So, regretting not having taken Village well, considering Elder's Daughter and White Kingdom are likely going unplayed. It is still possible I play White Kingdom, but the odds that I have enough read for Cloister, Half-Timbered House, Stonehouse Extension, like I need... basically, I need another 3 read action, and then I need every Reedstone food action the rest of the way. So that's a lot to ask for. No miner to play here, unfortunately. That's okay. I got the Moor Pond out early, which I'm happy about. If I could get 6 clay next round and build the clay oven, that would be quite good. Because it would mean that I only have to eat 1 animal in this upcoming harvest, which means I get even more clay from the workaholic. Yeah. Yeah, building the clay oven would be great. It's Intel with Master Fencer. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I should have. Yeah, I needed to change once 9K built the Iron Plow and the Dovecoat. It was obvious he wasn't going to stone. Yes, because he wouldn't have spent all his stone to do that. So yeah, makes sense that it's Intel here. Yeah, Intel's having a great game. The only issue with Master Fencer here is that Intel can't actually make 5 pastures. That's the only issue with Master Fencer. He needs a manual fence action. Because Master Fencer will only make 4 pastures here. Is that right? 4. Wait, what is that? It's 4, then 4. So he's forced to do 4 first, then 3. Then he can do 4. No, I'm wrong. He can fence 4. He can get 5 pastures. Yes, I'm wrong. Because it's 4, like that, then 3. The issue is he has to keep doing legal configurations, right? Then he does 4, then he does 4. Yes, so he can actually get the animal husbandry worker points. 9K grabs the sheep. Yeah, it seemed clear that 9K had some use for the sheep, but no way to eat them yet, which is weird. Fiscus playing cattle dealer here is also very weird. I guess he's gonna fence like a... Is he gonna fence a super pasture like this one? Whoops. Is he gonna do like that pasture there? Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. The actions in this game are pretty tight. Yeah, the actions in this game are quite tight, so it probably is a good play, depending on if he has any plow help in his hand. The reed got taken. Yeah, that's a problem. Like I said, I need every reed stone food action the rest of the way. I need every single one. It would be great if I could plow Family Growth Festival Hall. That would be a great sequence here. But unfortunately, I don't have the clay from Workaholic. If someone could play, I don't know, play some card, play Pastureland, and put a sheep on plow, and then not take it for some reason because they get 6 wood. Then I could plow, get a sheep, and then I could do that line. Plow, get a sheep, sow, and then Festival Hall. And then start turning grain into reed or stone or some combination of the two. And he's got bonfire. Yeah. Don't love bonfire here. Like, I guess it's food and 9K's desperate for food, but I really think this. I really don't understand this stone oven play, honestly. I'm just very confused by what 9K is doing. Nine K, also known as Horus. Yeah, overgrown pond, fantastic here. That's the extra wood that he needs. He still needs one more wood. Yeah, he doesn't quite have enough. He does still need one more wood, but I mean, he doesn't mind taking wood once to finish all of his fencing. Yeah, Intel's having a fantastic game. All right, 6 clay is available. 6 clay is very good. I wonder if I'm supposed to take animals here. How am I feeding? So that's kind of what I have to decide here, is how am I feeding? Um, if I eat a sheep and a boar, that's 4 foods. That's not enough on its own. If I take 2 boar, then I have enough boar for the clay. So my line could be like 2 boar, reedstone food, clay. No, yeah, that's too slow because I obviously need to family growth here. I just taking the 2 cattle. Maybe I'm just taking the 2 cattle as 6 food. Oh, I want the clay grabs though. I could do clay oven family growth, but the problem with that is then I'm not playing a major on Reno, and this is a game. This is the kind of game where I can't afford not to Reno on major, or major on Reno. I can't afford just a pure major improvement action. I don't have time. Hmm. Need to think here. Two cattle first move. All right. Yep, let's do it. It's possible I hearth upgrade, so that means I should be doing it like this, keeping myself at 3 sheep and going up to 4 boar. Because the longer I can delay eating the boar, then I have the chance for the cooking hearth to give me the extra food over the boar. So second action 6 clay would be great. Second action 6 clay would be great. And K's got Oven Admirer, so this is why he forced the stone oven so hard. Oven admirer with commercial baker in the game seems dangerous. But 2 vegetables is great. And so then 9K is hoping to get third action plow to double plow plus sow with iron plow. Will he get it? Maybe. And then I need reed stone food in each of the last 3 rounds, or I need reed and stone actions. I might even need both. Probably at this point I have to choose between Stonehouse Extension and Cloister and Half Timbered House. I can probably play 2 of the 3, but I'm probably not playing all 3. Half Timbered House costing 2 extra resources over Stonehouse Extension. The fact that it costs an extra clay is not a big deal, though. Or sorry, over Cloister. The fact that it costs a clay is not a big deal. I have an extra clay with Workaholic. The question is the wood. If the wood costs me any points. The other thing to look at is if I can play, probably it's better to play Stonehouse Extension and Half Timbered House or Cloister. Because, yeah, Cloister is a 3-point card, Half Timbered House is a 4-point card. Stonehouse Extension is a 3-point card on its own, and it makes the other cards better by 1 at least. So Stonehouse Extension is a 4-point card here. So, yeah. If I can pull it all off, if I can Stonehouse Extend, Half Timbered House, and, yeah, and get that Animal Tamer's Apprentice or Animal Husbandry Worker points. And I mean, it's still a very good chance that 6 is enough. 6 Occs is enough for Reeve. Very good chance here that that's the case. And I'm certainly winning the House Steward points. So this might be the kind of game where my farm is kind of empty, but it doesn't matter because I have so many bonuses. But yeah, family growth, no miner again, which is sad. Too bad I couldn't be playing like White Kingdom or something here. If sheep came out 1 round earlier, I could be playing White Kingdom here, which would be excellent. Five food and a sheep. Breed the boar. Plus grain. Plus G. Drummer. I'll grab the workaholic stuff here as well. So I have to remember to breed my boar with Pig Breeder in 12. So basically I eat a boar, and it doesn't cost me anything. Yeah, so if I can build the clay oven here, it saves me having to eat probably one of my animals, making it a lot easier to actually hit the 9 for the Workaholic Stone. Because the Workaholic Stone is mandatory. The Workaholic Stone is definitely mandatory. I can't do anything without the Workaholic Stone. But, you know what? There are no... there are 4 Reno actions remaining and 4 people who want to Reno, so that's looking good for me. 9K has Plow Sow fall into his lap, which is great. Although with Iron Plow, I don't even know if he wants it. If he could pass me Plow Sow, that would be great. I would love to Plow Sow here, because then I could actually play Festival Hall. Alright, 2 reed, I think is my first. This is an awful first move, but I guess the alternative is 4 wood. I do need defense a bunch more. If I don't play Festival Hall and if I don't play Half Timbered House, then 4 wood is enough. First move, 4 wood. Yeah. Definitely have to Reno this round. So reed stone food or 2 reed and then Reno is mandatory. And probably build the clay oven. Oh, Fiscus fenced oddly. That is an odd fencing layout. I did not notice that until just now. Voluntarily taking at 1 fewer point. I mean, obviously, Fiscus has a way to fill it. They're not just taking one fjord point for no reason. They have something. Yeah, Hayrake getting back would have been great with all my actions. To be able to late plow in 13 and 14 would have been really good. But not surprisingly, I didn't get it. So the reason to read Stone Food here is that it just makes more read be in the game, which might be good. 9K plays Market Crier. Oh man, Market Crier makes me really regret everything I did. It makes my Morpon drummer a lot worse, street musician a lot worse. I don't think did I even see Market Crier? That must have been a pretty high pick for 9K. So what does he have? Lord of the Manor or something? This is also his 5th occupation, so I have to keep track of that. There is value to 9K for his 7th Occ because of Engineering Apprentice, so I have to be aware of that. So read Stone Food. Maybe read Stone Food, Reno Fence, Reno Improvement Fence. And then the fence lets me take 2 cattle and 3 stone at the same time. Which is good. That'd be really good. Yeah, the earlier I can Stonehouse extend, the better, certainly. Who's winning? So 9K is winning Elder's Daughter here. Fiscus fence 3. Of course. He fenced weirdly because he wants to set up for Animal Husbandry Worker. Of course. Of course. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah. That's why he did the smaller. I forgot I played Animal Husbandry Worker. So that means I can't first move take the... it means I can't first move take the cattle, which is too bad. It means I have to fence first and hope that I wheel a 2-animal action. Which, the 2-boar... Maybe Fiscus is not interested in the 2-boar. Maybe. But it seems optimistic. Means that I'm probably having to get the 7th... Probably having to hope that I can get an animal in 14 and then Reno afterwards. Letting Fiscus Reno here would not be too bad. But also, Clay Oven is great, and Market Crier just got played, so yeah, Reno Clay Oven here. And then this lets me last action sow bake. Although I really want to plow again before I sow bake. Because then Festival Hall would actually be playable. And then I can turn these grain into turn the grain into the wood back. Turn a grain into 2 food and get the wood back. Oh man. But then the Festival Hall is not worth anything at the end, so probably not. Fiscus took 1 boar. Okay. Certainly the 2 cattle are not getting to me after a fence action. That's not happening. Alright, I can take 2 read here. Yeah. So that's my 2 read for... yeah, that's my 2 read for Reno and Cloister or Reno and Stonehouse Extension. Well, Reno... So I Stonehouse Extension first. Sorry, to be clear, Stonehouse Extension comes before any of the others. HAKLJ says, whoa, a late one? Yeah. There's some activity here earlier, unfortunately, but it seems like the active chatters have gone and done other things. Yeah, I was looking for a while. I was looking for like... Oh, yeah. I was looking for a game for a long time. Is there a chance I get Plow Sow here? Just thinking, Intel kind of wants that 6 wood. Or family growth, yeah. Yeah, there's a chance I get Plow Sow here. Yeah, because 9K, I think plow one field over plow sow, or 2 cattle, which means I get plow sow here, which means Festival Hall is on the table. So that's just like a found 2 grain, assuming that I don't fence here. Yeah, if I want to fence before this harvest, I can't Festival Hall. I mean, when would I play Festival Hall anyways? Start player? Is that something I even want? Well, I got it eventually, so that's good. This is a really good action. Yeah, so definitely need defense. Oh, I have +2 food. So taking plus FF. Yeah. So I actually have enough food now that I can breed both my animals if I fence. And then I get the stone right away. So that's phenomenal. And 9K doesn't want to fence without taking wood again. The problem for 9K is that if he takes wood, he's going to end with unused wood at the end of the game. Fiscus Reno's here. That's fine. Oh, did Fiscus take Gatherers from the Master Fencer? Because I am a bit surprised Gatherers never came out. And 9K has not played their 6th occupation yet. And 9K is running out of actions. 9K kind of has to do the calculus here. Like, do you take 2 wood just to... Do you take 2 wood to get the 2 points from Animal Husbandry Worker? Or do you just fence 14... I mean, 2 wood is more than 2 points for Animal Husbandry. Well, it's 2 minus 1, but then you probably get an extra point from covering a space or a pasture, right? So it's probably at least a 2-point move. Then if you had a miner that could use 1 wood, that's what you'd be looking for there, I think. 9K's got Country Doctor. All right. So 9K is now tied on the Reeve bonus, so that's important to keep an eye on. And is winning the... Oh, we're actually tied on Elder's Daughter right now. So Elder's Daughter is actually probably very playable in round 14. Do I need defense here? Or can I afford to take the 3 stone? If I can take the 3 stone, that gives me some options. But I think fence is kind of forced here. Yes. So no Festival Hall, just fence 6 here. Because this lets me breed my animals, collect my 3 stone. So then I actually go into 14 with 7 stone already, which is enough for Stonehouse Extension plus my Stonehouse Reno. So that means all I really need to worry about is taking resources for Cloister and for Half Timbered House. Half Timbered House requiring a wood means it's probably not getting played over Cloister. $9K start player pumpkin patch? No, family growth pumpkin patch. Sure. I could play Elder's Daughter here. Is there a chance 9K builds another major improvement? Yes. They could go for the fireplace. Anything else is unlikely, it seems like. Yeah, so I could take the stone, but the stone is useless without the 3rd reed, because I need another reed either way. The other thing I could do is take wood and then start player. And then if I start player, then I can get the reed that way. Plus it gets me, yeah, then I could start player Festival Hall. Yeah, I like this. Take wood. And then start player Festival Hall. Hoping that start player wheels, which it's not guaranteed to, but I mean, everybody passed on start player in like so many rounds. It's gone really late. If someone remembers Festival Hall, probably they should block it here, but Yeah, so then turn a grain into 2 food and a reed. Yeah, it's looking quite good. Considering it's late family growth, things are looking pretty late family growth, relatively late sheep. This is looking good. Now, obviously, the other players have much more developed farms. They're going to get a lot of points out of them. But what's huge for me this game is all the categories, all the global points I'm winning outright. House Steward, I'm winning outright. Elder's Daughter and Reeve, it looks like I'm probably sharing the points with 9K, but otherwise, you know, doing really well here. Intel playing Wheat Farmer here. Okay. I mean, Intel would have to play 2 occupations to tie us. Would need, like, what, minor homework or something with no read, so it seems like that's not happening. Means start player wheeled. So what am I doing with my first action? Do I actually want Plow Sow? Plow Sow is a field, probably a point from grain, so it's probably a 3-point action. Cattle is a 2-point action. First move occupation might actually be reasonable. Yeah, first move Occ might actually be reasonable here. Alright. Wood clay. G to FFR. So grain to FFR. Feed 8. Harvest. Breed the boar. Breed the sheep. Take the stone there. I'll take the stone off of Workaholic. I kind of like first move occupation here, to be honest. The problem with first move Occ is it tells 9K build a major improvement and take 3 points away from me, which with Pumpkin Patch is doable for them. But the other thing that 9K has to worry about is no, fence is unblockable for 9K. All right, so if I could get probably second action Elder's Daughter here is correct. All right, so I'm going to first move Plow Sow here. The other thing to look at would be taking stone. That'd be the other thing. Okay, so I should map out this round, actually. I don't know why I'm not mapping out this round. So this round is Plow Sow, Elder's Daughter, Reno, Stonehouse Extension, Family Growth Cloister. Do I have enough stone for that? I don't have enough stone for that. So that means taking Plow here is actually worse than taking stone. Yeah. Right? Because I don't have enough stone. Yes, I need a stone action here in order to be able to play Stonehouse Extension and Cloister or Half Timbered House. So that means this is first move for stone action. Or don't play Elder's Daughter. Yes, I think playing Elder's Daughter is going to be correct. What did I get for Festival Hall? I got a read. Yeah. It means that all the wood that I took is pretty useless. Yeah. So that start player move I think might not have been good. I don't know. Like, it was a point from Festival Hall, and I would have had to... The thing is, even if I read Stone Food, I still have to take Stone, right? That's the problem. Even if I read Stone Food, I still would have had to take Stone. Yeah. I mean, Half Timbered House is better than Cloister here also. I should mention that. That Half Timbered House is just 1 extra point compared to Cloister. Ooh, Intel Churchwarden is a problem here. Ooh, because this means 9K can get the Reeve points outright and a stable. Yeah, I was not ready for Churchwarden here. Did not think we'd see first action occupation. Alright, well, I get to Occs, so that's good. So hopefully 9K is okay with sharing the points with me. "9K definitely wants Reno Fence, so I'm not worried about Reno Improvement being blocked. I think there's no way that Intel doesn't... Oh, Intel's not getting the animal husbandry worker points right now. He has to take wood and fence again. I just noticed that. I guess, yeah, I should have caught that when he did his third Reno. Fence and Reno Imp seems okay for 9K. Yes, but I'm pretty sure he's going to Reno Fence. Pretty sure he's going to Reno Fence. It's not guaranteed. He could Reno Imp here. If he Reno Imps here, that would be really, really bad for me. All right, excellent. That's very good. Very, very good. I spent way too much stone there. Yeah. Oh, it paid for the full room, not for the stonehouse extension. That's why. Yeah, not getting the church warden points here is sad. But everybody else's farm is like relatively incomplete, so I might have got there. Half timbered house instead of cloister, yes. Half timbered house is one more point. Yep. Sad cloister sitting in my hand, very sad. So that's where if family growth flips two rounds earlier, I probably grow a round or two earlier. Now it would have taken more work. The other thing is if sheep flip earlier, then if sheep flip in round 1, all else being equal, I save myself an action, which I probably gives me enough time to get the cloister out. But I mean, getting to double grow without having to do a start player action was massive for me this game. 4,000. $4,000 wins, yeah. 4,000 definitely wins. Alright. So those points are guaranteed. Those points are guaranteed. Those points are guaranteed. The elder's daughter, the animal husbandry worker points are guaranteed. So the elder's daughter points are questionable, but it looks like they're guaranteed. 9K would have to build an improvement, which it doesn't look like they can. Alright, so then what am I eating here? So I'm definitely turning a grain into food something. So let's turn grain into food R. And then let's eat another raw grain. And then I need to feed 9. So no matter what, I'm eating more points here. So sheep and a boar only feed 8. So I'm 1 food short of another point. So then I have to grab, and then I have to eat another. Oh, so then probably keeping all my grain is better. Yeah, actually no festival conversion. I can just eat all my sheep. So keep down here. I can eat 3 sheep. Yeah, I can eat 3 sheep and boar. Feed 3 HOF like that. And that's my final farm. So I got some negatives, to put it mildly. But I have a lot of bonus points here. So this is whatever I score plus 16. 52. 52 is great. Is 52 enough? I don't know if 52 is enough. Intel's got a really solid farm. Oh, Intel's farm is not as good as it looks. Or not as good as I thought it was. Holy crap, this might be a win. $52 for me. Holy crap. The Elder's Daughter. Huge points. Yeah, because 9K can't get the Reeve. Oh, man. This is an awesome minus to read. Thank you. But yeah, you can see where if Festival Hall is online a round or two earlier, like then I'm playing Cloister on Start Player instead of Festival Hall. Yeah, 52, awesome. My hand was just really, really great. And the game was hungry enough that I got some good stuff, so. Intel says 46. Getting to double grow was huge. Getting to double grow with no start player actions was so important for me. So late family growth helped me in that respect. I wanted more actions. Like, so if I can get Festival Hall out when if I can get Festival Hall out earlier, that would have been quite nice. But yeah, all those unused minor improvement actions. 9K 48. So 52, 40, 46, 48. GG. I mean, all my cards are quite good. All my occupations are very good. And all my minors are very good. I just had a very high power hand. So even though I had some inefficiencies on my like family growth, well, except for Street Musician. But Street Musician was fine this game. It was totally fine. It was totally fine. My hand was pretty nice. So the other big thing here, that's probably a first pick Farm Steward for Intel, and that's probably a first pick Country Doctor for 9K. So the fact that both of those two were sure that they wanted to stay on 3 rooms meant that I got all the big house stuff, which was phenomenal. So that's how I wheeled Half Timbered House, is because I had those 2 players sure that they were staying on 3 rooms. So that was great. That was really great. All right, guys. That is going to be all for me for this evening. I'm taking tomorrow night off. I'll be back Saturday evening. I'll be trying to fit it around the Leafs game. Probably I'll be trying to play around, maybe 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Trying to play before I watch the Leafs, I guess. Yeah, and then we'll do a couple games during the day on Sunday. But yeah, no stream. I guess it's possible that I'll stream tomorrow and take Saturday off. That's the other thing that I might do. If depending on how busy I am tomorrow, I might do that. So I'll announce. I'm planning to not stream tomorrow and to stream Saturday. That's my plan right now. So if that changes, I'll be announcing it in Discord, so you can check out there. Thanks so much to Zeke and Tony. Joshua and Tony 21. Not exactly sure how to say his name, but yeah, thank you very much for that. For the subs, that was really awesome. Intel says, wait, wheat farmer got 2 more grain. So you're saying he should be 47. Sure. But yeah, nice 4-point win here. Yeah. So the other thing I can talk about, which I didn't talk about, is that if I get Festival Hall online earlier, I might be able to reno Stonehouse extension earlier, which means maybe I can work in a family growth. And those extra actions let me play the Half Timbered House Cloister at the end of the game, so I could have done something like that. Anyways, thanks so much for hanging out, guys. We'll be back probably Saturday, maybe tomorrow. But probably the plan is Saturday right now. Bye.